It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
He did.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but now it'll be third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Watson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Diggs in motion left. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play action. Allen buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taking
and I got to punt the ball.
It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack. And it's going to lead him to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
First carry for Nick Chubb. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Got the turnover I needed. I tripped it off.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Quick throw completed by Watson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 8 and a line the chains. They gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. We're scoreless after 1. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Man.
They go up the middle with Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the air now with Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Alexander Johnson there on the stop.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Watson. Over the middle. And it coughed it up. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. but when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. They begin with a run by Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Jeremiah Wusu-Koramoah. Big impact play, a tackle for loss.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Second down, here's Barkley again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, it's Watson. And that'll be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Watson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He'll buy some time right. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he comes back with one complete.
Man, barely.
And he gets this up
Barely.
across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And he will find his man short.
Y'all don't pick that shit off. What y'all doing?
Signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's got his man on the
Man, y'all
crossing
letting
route.
buddy ass just
And
get
he's out of
off.
bounds right around the 10-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Again, it's Watson.
Oh, man.
It's going to be caught from Brown's touchdown.
Y'all let buddy just march down the field like he can really do that.
From 10 yards out. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Got ourselves a little better on that last drive, man.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
A final shot before half for Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Oh, man, Jesus, go downfield. Can't do that.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied, and this is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. On play action, Allen. And a good job defensively.
They made him
It's
go
stopped
all
him
the way
short
back
of
to the
first at the
ball.
32. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Chubb on the read option. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Again, it's Barkley. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got a man. Complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Chubb. And he's got room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Chubb on the counter, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Boogie Basham earning himself a tackle for loss as he stops him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his big wide receiver complete.
Play the ball.
A gain there of 21 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Got to pick those off when we got opportunity to do it.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
Are we there?
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Watson going to sneak it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Allen going up top. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Allen. That's taken in by Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On the draw, this is Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Second down, here's Barkley again. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. Big 3rd down, a field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they needed 2, they could only get 1. 4th down. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to book a trip to the AFC title game.
I missed it.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT.
Man, damn. I kicked this short. It's my fault, team. My bad. My bad, squad. We kicked this short. That was a game.
Well, what a game this has been, and now it'll take overtime to decide who goes on to the AFC title game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
This is my day.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And CD, we get to see the debut of the brand new postseason overtime rules. Now, as everybody is learning, both teams are going to be guaranteed an offensive possession. So they might get the ball first here, but a touchdown does not right away win the game.
And we saw many marker games along the way that sparked a lot of conversation. But the Buffalo-Kansas City game in the 2022 playoffs, that really brought about this rule change. What an amazing game, a true classic. Ended in overtime without Buffalo getting a shot with the football, and the people didn't like that at all. So starting this season, if you make the playoffs, you'll get a chance to answer if the other team scores first. And that way, you get a chance to keep a great game as well as your hopes alive as you chase the big prize.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. First throw of overtime for Allen. Dancing to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
A nice start for them here to overtime, and maybe the plan here is don't do anything too crazy. Don't try for some big play, Charles. Just move the chains, put the pressure on the defense.
Well, these early first downs are certainly nice confidence builders as they begin overtime, because even though you've just played 4 quarters, the feeling's entirely different when you take the field in OT, because you just want to settle in, as you suggested, keep the ball moving, and rely on your opponent to make that first big mistake.
58 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Up the middle with Barkley. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
In on the tackle is the lineman, Perrion Winfrey.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
They are into field goal range, but definitely thinking touchdown as they come up 1st and 10.
Barkley, inside handoff. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sidelines. I see a defense huddled up and ready to go, already preparing for their opportunity to go on the field and close out this game.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 17 yards there on the touchdown run. And, Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win him the game anymore with the rule changes and overtime of the postseason. But they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure is now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
Taken at the goal line.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Yes.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And CD, the pressure is on here. Only a touchdown on this series will prevent their season from coming to an end right here, right now.
And this is why the postseason overtime rules were changed, partner, to afford teams an opportunity to respond in this type of a situation, because in the past, this game would already be over, and the losing team would be making off-season plans. Now they've earned their way into a postseason. They do get a chance to answer after the other team scores first.
Watson to throw.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now Watson.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And this is where the new rule comes into effect. In past years, this game's over. They've got a chance, though, to match touchdowns now. It's 1st down.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No, he didn't spike it. He faked it. His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. To throw, Watson.
Touchdown!
Well, CD, they had the overtime answer. Now the question, do they tie it or go for the win?
Well, the team's already teams, they made up their minds before they got to the end zone whether they were going to go for 2 or go for the tie.
Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, one touchdown answered by another, and we see those new overtime rules come into play and extend this game here, partner. So now it's nice and simple from here on out. Next score wins.
It certainly is, isn't it? Even with the new rules, this is why winning that opening coin toss is so
Oh, that was a long
Nothing reached sudden death. They get the first crack at ending this playoff classic. Execute the same way you did the last time out, and they will certainly be celebrating shortly thereafter.
Welcome back to the divisional round of the playoffs. A second overtime moments away.
We got the win. We took that.
One or two more big plays could get him in position for a game-winning field goal. Here's 1st and 10 now. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They've had some success here in overtime with this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to him.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. What a call this is. Tied in overtime. And they are going to line up to go for it. 4th down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. They'll run with Barkley. And he's not going to get the first. I don't think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, those overtime rule changes, this is where we really see their full effect. Here they got a chance to answer and keep the game going on their first possession of OT. And now, after that last stop, they can win it right here with any kind of score.
And what a victory that would be, Brandon, because if they can come all the way back from the brink of defeat and end up with a win here, Imagine that. To even reach this point, how about the resilience, the fortitude? And you would expect that from a playoff team, but they still had to exhibit it. Now they have to go out there and win this ball game. Sudden death finally in play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Watson off play action. Steps away. And his throw here's incomplete.
Interception.
Barton, I
Give
think he's
it
got to be
here.
careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson rolling to his left. Oh, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Man, what a battle. I mean, what a game this has turned out to be, Charles, as we're going to have now a 5th drive here in overtime.
I don't know how they're doing it out there because the focus, the concentration, that has to stay as high as the intensity, and it's hard to do with how hard-hitting this game has been. But at this point, you've got kicking in your background. Can you go down there and put one through the post so we can all go home?
I don't think they want me down there, but of course we've said it multiple times. That's all it takes right now. 3 to win it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
We talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now, do you try for more yardage or get to the spot that your kicker wants? Here's 2nd down.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives them a nice pickup. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Again, it's Barkley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, I go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
No move for the kicking team yet. 2nd and goal.
Saquon Barkley running right. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. All right, well, they didn't kick it on 2nd down. Now 3rd and goal. You have to kick it here.
Absolutely have to kick it, because if you get a bad snap, you fall on it, you got a chance to kick it again on fourth down. Let's say it gets blocked and it's behind the line of scrimmage. You fall on it, you get another chance at it. Give yourself that option. Give yourself that opening.
Barkley will try to punch it in, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game, and how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime.
The Bills are moving on as we say so long, everybody.
Calm down, baby.